Subscribe to Yuulo to get all our best racing tips every weekend and for all the big festivals. Also, it is worth your time to check out the Yuulo Weekender podcast on Spotify later in the week, where Barney hosts Jay Seller, Katie, Caroline, or myself for a deeper analysis of those big races. Well, it will be an early start on Sunday morning for me, as one of the big meetings at Châtillon is running. There's plenty of quality on show, but more of that later. Down at Paris-Longchamp, the Group 3 Prix de Barbeville can go to Christopher Head's Internaut, who won going away last time at Saint-Cloud, to suggest to me he'll like this new trip. He was 6th in the Group 1 Grand Prix de Paris here last July, so should be good enough in this grade to see off Francis-Henri Graffard's Candelari, who tries turf for the first time after 3 unbeaten races on the all-weather. There could be more to come from the Frankel gelding, but Internaute is a C. The Stars, Colt, so must have this 15-furlong distance in his range. Later on, Carlos and Jan Lerner's Extra should be winning the listed Prix Maurice Zilber. She was last seen within 4 lengths of Ramatuelle in the Prix de la Forêt at the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe meeting last October, and as she runs well fresh, must be the one to beat. Christophe Ferland's Diptyque and Ed Walker's Queen's Reign look useful, but Extra is the one to be on. Sunday's nap is Aventure, lining up in the Prix Allée France. Twice she finished behind Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe winner Blue Stocking last year, so this Group 3 must be a good starting point for this campaign. Holding an entry for the Coronation Cup at Epsom on the Epsom Derby meetings Friday card, Aventure can still win at this shorter trip, with Jan Barbaro's Zuna the one to give her a race. Zuna won a listed race here in April, but taking on Aventure, who was second in 2 consecutive Group 1s last year, does look a hard task. Christophe Ferland's Aventure it is, for me. My next best goes next, and a very, very good race is this Prix Gannet, with quality right through this lineup. I have to stick with the progressive Map of Stars, who won the Prix d'Arcor here 3 weeks ago in good style, with the fast-finishing Horizon d'Or 2.5 lengths behind. Michael Barcelona takes up the reins from James Doyle, though that is not seen as a negative, but Joseph O'Brien's Al Rifa is a quality opponent and was just a half length behind in this last year, so is on my list. Andre Faber's Sosi also made big strides forward last season, while Henry de Bromhead's Golden Horn filly Higher Leaves is an interesting runner for this Irish trainer. Carl Burke's Royal Rhyme completes a very deep field, but Map of Stars is the one to follow. Back to Châtillon, where David Hayes' sprinting superstar Kaying Rising is just about impossible to oppose for the chairman's sprint prize. He is looking for his 11th straight win on his home track, a sequence that has sent him to the top of the world rankings in the sprint division. Helios Express is the one that has been chasing Kaying Rising home, and Hugh Bowman knows what the derriere of his rival looks like by now, but has an even harder job on than usual with the widest draw of all. Big race jockey Zach Purton has all the stars aligned for another big win coming out of stall 4, where he can drop Kaying Rising into the box seat until the home straight, where his Trey Rapide finish kicks in. For the Champions Mile, it was always the question of who would succeed the brilliant Golden 60 as Hong Kong star miler, and that is now confirmed as Voyage Bubble. He's just got better and better this season, now with 6 course and distance wins in his book of form, and with James McDonald back in the saddle, he makes a worthy favourite. Of course, the draw in stall 10 does mean that James will have to drop him in at the rear of the field, or force the pace from the gate to get a good track position, which is the appealing option for me, so there's less traffic around the home turn. Australian raider Mr. Brightside is a proven Group 1 winner and will be right up there out of stall 2, so expect James McDonald and Voyage Bubble to keep close to that one. Francis Henry Grafford's French raider Goliath can make his presence felt in the QE2 Cup. Though he generally campaigns over the mile-and-a-half trip, he should have enough class to get ahead of the Japanese runner, Prognosis, who of course was runner-up to the great Romantic Warrior in this race 12 months ago. Whether Prognosis has regained that level of form has to be seen on Sunday, so 2023 Japan Derby winner Tastiera, who chased home Romantic Warrior over the course and distance in December's big meeting, can be the main danger. An interesting race, but I don't think that Goliath will be too far away, with Tastiera to make him work, which looks a nice forecast bet.